One thing that everyone, and I mean everyone, knows about Donald Trump is that he is a shameless grifter charlatan. Charlatan grifter. Charlotte grifter. Hawking products for decades now with his name appended to them, whether they be crappy clothes at Macy's or light fixtures or vodka or water or steaks or a fraudulent university. So when he started doing his cowboy fireman NFTs or his astronaut NFTs, his sneakers, his like all of the various products that he's selling, the God bless the USA Bible from the Christian man, Donald Trump. All of these things aren't shocking or surprising. We've come to expect this level of just denigration for someone who has held the most powerful position on the planet. And when he started doing his watch, people were just another moment of just, what are you doing here? And CNN has looked into this because he has touted this watch as Swiss, the finest Swiss quality and manufacturing, and it's luxury. If you want to get the best one for $100,000, it's gold with diamonds. It looks like the inside of his weird apartment in New York City. But CNN actually went and hunted down the company that is selling that's involved in this and this fine Swiss watch from Switzerland. And the path that they went on led them to not Switzerland, but Wyoming, northern desolate Wyoming near the Montana border. And they wrote an article about it. Here's the headline. CNN tried to find the makers of Trump's new Swiss-made watches. We ended up at a shopping center in Wyoming. Wearing his signature blue suit and red tie, Donald Trump appears presidential as he sits behind a dark wood desk and signs an official-looking document. Just then, a glimmer of gold sparkle swirls around his wrist. The special effect is intended to call attention to the purpose of the former president's appearance in this brief promotional video. He's selling watches. I dropped the ing because it's funny, but that's what he's doing, and they're doing a good job highlighting that here. And not just any watch, these limited edition timepieces are designed for the president and bear the Trump name. A website boasts of the brand's Swiss-made power and precision, and one model has a 6-figure price tag. But a CNN investigation into the manufacturing and distribution of the Trump-branded timepieces dead-ended at an innocuous-looking shopping center in a small city in remote northern Wyoming, not far from the border of Montana. There, sharing a parking lot with a hodgepodge of businesses, including an H&R Block, a Wendy's fast food restaurant. Are we really going to continue to call fast food places restaurants? Is McDonald's really a restaurant? Maybe I'm just nitpicking. I'm most certainly nitpicking. A Wendy's fast food restaurant and a vape and hemp smoke shop is a nondescript office space that serves as the mailing address for the Best Watches on Earth LLC, the company behind the new line of Trump watches. The building houses a daycare, but there is no sign of the watches, Trump says, puts you in a very exclusive club. And here is the rub. Here is the problem with all of this, is the transparency level. It's someone who wants to be stationed in the highest position of power in our country and, some would argue the world, being president of the United States, in command of the largest, most powerful military on the planet, at the helm of the most vibrant economy on the planet. And he's hawking crappy watches and shoes and light fixtures and steaks and vodka and whatever else he can slap his name on to make a buck. Like billionaires do. Like actual billionaires slapping their name all over everything. The problem lies in the fact that there is so little transparency with all of this. There's so little getting to the bottom of anything. You have no idea who's fronting this, who's designing it, what kind of people you're getting in bed with, or what you're funding with your $100,000 for a watch. Little is known or discoverable about the company now working with the Republican nominee for president, including the person or persons behind it. The lack of public details about Trump's new business partner are a feature of where and how the limited liability corporation was created. And like other ventures Trump has launched while running for president, these watches are the result of an opaque arrangement prompting questions his campaign hasn't answered and which couldn't be resolved even by knocking on the door of the business's listed address. CNN found dozens of other companies that claimed the address as their own, too, including a separate limited liability corporation selling Trump-themed sneakers through a licensing agreement with the former president. Some are as far-flung as a Washington, D.C. lobbying firm that represents the government of Montenegro, while others have left little trace of their whereabouts. Why would they want to be so secretive? Why would they want to hide? If you have a business, you want a storefront. You want everyone to know this is where you can come and get your Trump shoes. This is the place for the Trump watches. Why the secrecy? It's like me selling my Dollemore Daily t-shirts or Fight Poverty Not the Poor t-shirts or mugs or whatever. Get them now at dollemore.info. You know where to get them. You know who's involved. It's not a secret. No one's hiding. No one is rebuffing media. Look, if CNN came to me and said, "Hey, we want to talk about your shirts," yep, I'm here for that. Let's talk about the merch. But no, in fact, I'm going to skip a couple of pages here that they have said, we can't talk. We are under obligation to not speak until after November 5th. They haven't even said whether they're involved with Trump yet. And then they pick that particular day, Election Day, to say we can't talk about anything until after that day. CNN was unable to find documentation of a direct link between the Honey Corporation, they also sell boner medicine honey that the FDA has warned against. Again, CNN was unable to find documentation of a direct link between the honey company and Trump. Reached by email, a spokesperson for the honey seller, Vladimir Dmitriev, called it a highly reputable company, but declined to respond to a list of questions. Though none of the questions mentioned Trump, Dmitriev told CNN, "We've received direction from our leadership in the U.S. not to engage with any news agencies, specifically CNN, until after November 5th, which is Election Day." Asked in a follow-up email if the company had any business ties to Trump, the company responded that it cannot provide any information or details at this time. Something's up. Many people have speculated. Now I sound like Trump. Many people are saying there's been a lot of speculation relative to where some of the funding comes. Like when Donald Trump sells these NFTs, his stupid trading cards, and you can pay with crypto, that is oftentimes an attempted device to launder money, to get money from foreign countries, from shady individuals or groups. And this is exactly what this looks like. We are not shocked by it. We are not even surprised by it. But we have an obligation to continue to talk about the gross grift that is Donald Trump's existence from the moment he wakes up until the moment he lays his sweet, delicate head upon a pillow. What do you think? I'd love to know. Have you been following this story? You can comment below. You can also leave me a voicemail, 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me daily at dollemore.com. You can get some of that sweet, sweet merch. Again, dollemore.info. And I would appreciate it very much. Every purchase goes a long way to help support what we do on this channel. It's a good time. Follow me on social media. If you're already there, I'm at Dollemore. I'd love to see you. And I will see you next time. Until then, be genuine. Take care of one another.